it's Monday.
It's Monday. That's all we got to say about it.
Ed's going to get his kids some things, so he's going to be a little tardy, but that's okay. We can find something to
Yeah.
talk about.
Oh yeah, man. There's
We'll
always
talk about
things to
football
talk.
and bore the crap out of everybody. Well,
Yeah, it was a
yeah,
yeah.
no, I feel the same way.
Browns lost, so yeah, it was awesome.
Steelers lost, so yeah, we're terrible.
But I give you guys credit. I mean, before we do go on about that, at least your guys' game was exciting. So that's what's crazy. It was back and
That's
forth
true.
for a
It
while.
was
Like,
well, the half was after the half it was boring. It's like they
yeah,
switched uniforms. But yeah, no, we're gonna get into this. And we're gonna lose all 4 people that are
yeah, I
watching
know.
currently.
I'm just kidding, but yeah.
Hey, it's Dina. Hi, Dina.
Hey, Dina, how's it going?
What's happening? Yeah, we were talking about this right before we got on, and maybe some other people can chime in here or whatever. But is everybody having an influx of people not paying for things, or is it just us? Because, like you said, you were canceling orders after 4 days. We've canceled more in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks than we have all year. Like it was once a month for us, maybe, and now it seems like it's 2, 3 a week. Like one's about to cancel in 2 hours.
Yeah,
like
like I told you before, today was 3. I had to do. That's the most I've ever had to do in one day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll do 1 because they're not going to pay regardless. I mean, I felt good about myself because I don't really like to send out best offers because, like, right now all my stuff's priced to sell because I'm trying to get rid of it. Like, I'm like, just get out of here.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just take a couple bucks off, and then it worked because I mean, obviously, it was like, bam, 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 bam. I was like, oh man, this is cool. And then I had the people. Then I had the people submit the best offer, and those are 2 of the 3 I had to cancel today. I was like, come on, man, I accepted your offer.
You know what Sarah did yesterday that really kind of actually worked really well? She bulk delisted all of our cabinet cards.
Okay.
And then she bulk relisted them all. Sell soon.
Yeah.
And then put them all back on. And like we sold like 7 today.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do that. Like if you have a certain category you can do that with.
Yeah, I just do it more or less to my whole store. I just refresh it just like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I guess you could.
It works. I mean, but yeah, I just don't know why nobody wants to pay. It's crazy, especially when they send you the offer, then you get. That's my favorite is when you get the message like, "Hey, I'll pay you tomorrow, but I'll definitely," and they never do. Yeah. I'm like, "You're not going to pay."
Yeah, we've had. So like we're a little bit of a disadvantage because normally like the zero feedbackers are the ones like, and you're like, all right, these people aren't going to pay. But since Sarah has the daily cabbage, a lot of people from her Instagram maybe just check out as a guest, or they set up a brand new account just to buy this or whatever. So we're accepting more zero feedback offers because we don't know. Yeah.
So support the daily cabbage.
Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised I'm surprised it's still there. I'm surprised your wife didn't burn it by now.
I told her not to open the box. So she was like, "Hey, you got 4 packages today, 2 boxes and 2 bags," which 2 of the bags were Amazon. And I was like, what? I was like, 2 boxes. So one had to be whatnot, and I was like, does one say Mickey's Warehouse on it or something? She's like, yeah, this is a daily cabbage. I was like, I wouldn't open that one if I was you.
Don't do
it. Dude, it's cool, man. I actually like it. It's pretty cool.
That thing's awesome. Yeah. Those shoes, you can make them stand too.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to kind of fiddle around with the feet, but those shoes are serious. Yeah, the thing's awesome. I love that thing. When I normally they go in the shoebox, he wasn't going in a shoebox. I was like, no.
There was no way. Yeah,
thankfully
cool.
it wasn't going far because it was going in the bigger box. Hey Mark.
Hey Mark.
He says, no, it's just us.
Just us. Well, that means we suck. Joking.
What's up, Ann? How's it going? Have 12 postcards ready to ship over $70 and all paid. Yeah, Well, maybe the postcard people never really are that much of an issue. Are you saying they all have bad addresses? Yeah, we should. See, that's the thing, though. If you
No.
cancel it for a bad address before they pay, eBay can pretty much be like, "You're lying," because you can't see the address. So that doesn't normally work out. What's up, Susan?
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm scared to do that, man.
Yeah,
I
they can
mean,
still leave you a negative, and
yeah,
I don't want the negative. I'm too
I
proud
don't
about that
either.
100%.
Well, like I told you, like today I got my top rated back, which I was super excited about. And that was cool. It just looks good, I guess, when you stare at it. I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it does. It's a
but you know,
it's kind of you get it. You're like, oh yeah, look at
yeah,
that. Cost for the 12 cards $1. Love it.
nice.
Clowny. Sarah's very excited about the clown. What's up, Mountain State? It says, hey guys,
Dude,
Walmart signal stinks. Be out shortly.
okay.
Walmart signal stinks. Oh,
She meant,
the signal there. Oh yeah, yeah. That's okay. You know,
well,
we're
surprised
happy.
surprised it's not Applebee's.
Grab Jimmy some frozen fries while you're there.
Yeah, please. I haven't checked that aisle in a while.
Ours is starting to look a little barren.
Oh, man.
I walked by there the other day. I'm kind of laying off the carbs a little, so I haven't really had a reason to go in there. But I did peek, and I'm like, whoa.
It's a
Even
potato
potatoes
shortage.
wouldn't be a thing that got shorted. You
Yeah,
ever tried to grow potatoes?
yeah, they're pain.
And they grow like crazy. Like you
Hmm.
plant like 3 seeds and you got like 40 plants, and you're like, how'd that happen?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
but
just like tomatoes, man.
yeah,
Oh,
I think it's the farming issues that are going on. But money or negative choices. Shopping, having fun. There you go. I like it.
there you go.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Sal. What's happening?
Hello.
Was at Chili's before this. Love the Chili's. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
there's
that's
no
what it
potato
was. It was
seeds.
Chili's. That's right, Chili's. Yeah.
I guess just replant a potato, huh? That's pretty much what you do.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
cut it in half or cut it in
yeah,
fours or whatever you want to
yeah,
do with it, right?
yeah. You got a point there, Mountain State. I wasn't thinking, which is common on Mondays for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't have like a I work more on the weekends than I do during the week. So like, it's not like I'd have a case of the Mondays or anything. But
I
I
did.
don't know.
Yeah, it's bad
Yeah,
Monday.
it
Stupid
sounds
Monday.
like yeah. I mean, I've done it before, and when I go into the office on Mondays are always the worst. I actually think Tuesdays and Wednesdays were worse for me because Monday you're like, all right, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's get back to work, and then Tuesdays comes rolling around, and you're like, so far to Friday. Like, hurry up. So
Yeah.
yeah, just cut the eyes off a potato and plant. Yeah, right. Uh, yeah, but they do grow like crazy, from what I remember.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't planted potatoes in quite a while. Not much of a farmer, so that
Oh,
with my land, it's pretty much impossible.
yeah, I
See everything.
remember. Have you ever left them in the bag too long? Oh my goodness, that's
And they
freaky.
start growing.
It's like a freaking, my
Yeah,
grandma used to weird me out. It's okay. It's like I'm like, like we're still
yeah,
gonna eat
no,
that
it's
thing.
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
I I used to have one of those like baskets in my kitchen. You set your onions, and so it's like a
Yeah.
3-tier basket. The potatoes were always at the bottom, and like if there was a couple of them in there too long, you'd be like, "Was there a plant?" Might like, oh, but yeah, I've done that several times. Um, yes, Applebee's is good too. Sarah and I like half price appetizers. Just grinding that knife a little deeper, aren't you?
Oh, this is a repeat of last night, isn't it?
Here it comes.
Did she see?
No,
Did the Mountain State see what came in? I don't think so. She would have said something about because she's the one that pointed me to this thing.
no,
See?
that's right. He's
That's what
got
I'm
it.
saying. I got it.
It's
It
all,
was
it's all
fast.
your fault, Mountain State.
So if you order from the Daily Cabbage, you get these things quick. I'm just saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Ed's here with a guest. Kitty.
Mine's asleep.
I just heard her right now. I just got him. I got him to show you guys because right now I was eating, so that's why I was able to get it out.
Eating
there you
pizza?
go, kitty.
Was he eating pizza?
He's awesome.
I'll be back.
All right.
Bye.
Best special guest star. Mark says I put up a new video, postal history with an expert. He walks through with me at the Stanford Postal Share on on the information. It's priceless. Okay, check that out. The clown's adorable. There you go. Aw, kitty, precious. Everybody likes to see cats. Cats sell.
Awesome.
I can't guarantee you that it won't be changing out of the clown outfit though.
But yeah, sorry I was late, guys. Had to get some stuff for the kids.
No, that's cool. We're no problem there. Jimmy's baby does have the Fu Manchu. Yeah. I'm very jealous you have a flat faced cat, Jimmy, because I've always wanted one of those and never got a chance to never got around to it. Our next cat, I think, is going to be a Persian. We're gonna either go to your lady or we're gonna go to down to Dave's aunt or whatever. Oh.
I just like how they look pissed. It's like, look at it. It's like, bro,
he looks like he had a rough night.
She's still getting adjusted, man.
That's how I looked on Sunday mornings when I was in my.
This
20s.
is the case of the Mondays right here, man. Look at that thing.
Mark's funny.
Oh, it's a lie. It was just, yeah. She just probably woke her up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right, Adam, bring one of your cats in. It's your turn.
No. Okay. You guys get to see enough of our cats when Sarah's talking. The tail. And then they jump up on her shoulder and you get to see cat butt.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
It's enough. They don't normally come in here either. My cat, the runt, comes in here all the time, but she only goes in like a box and then jumps out and runs away. So I don't know. I don't get it. But so we were talking earlier, Ed. Maybe have you had a similar issue? Have you had more non-pays in the last couple weeks than you have all year?
No, actually.
No, everybody's paying for their stuff.
I would say I had one international where they didn't pay, so I blocked them. And then recently, I sent offers. They pay within 20 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not sure what I'm doing differently, but maybe I have no idea, actually. So,
we're not doing anything differently from what we were doing before. We just had a lot less. Like through the consistency of them, it was like I was saying, it's maybe 1 or 2 a month. Now within the last 3 weeks, we've probably canceled 6 orders, like just for non-pay after the 4 days. And I don't know if it's just because maybe more people are shopping, or maybe it's whatever. But I didn't know if it's just something that's just going on right now, or maybe eBay's not monitoring it anymore. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about you, Adam, but I've actually been getting more sales on the other platforms than I have on eBay. Like, it's been going. I had my second sale on Grailed, which was crazy because it sold this very same day, and it sold as a pair of New Balance, £3 rate, and someone paid $20 shipping for that. Because on Grailed, I use their labels, no 4x6 label format on Grailed, unfortunately, and their £2 rate is $12, so that's the £2 rate, and then
who's it
anything after what happened?
Who is it?
USPS.
Oh, it is.
And then after that £2 rate, it goes on to £3 and above. I believe up to £10 or something. It's $20 no matter what. So for my heavier ones, I put that £3 is whatever. But they ended up buying it. It was $40 plus $20 shipping, and it stayed here in California too. So
Wow.
they really wanted them. So there's that, and then I've been selling more on Poshmark. Mercari is starting to pick up, so I don't know what's going on, but everything else has been beating eBay, except for Facebook Marketplace. They still suck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, eBay's been our best, but Poshmark last week was great. This week so far, or no, last week, the end of last week was nothing. The beginning of last week was good on Poshmark, and then right now, all of a sudden, I think we sold 2 things on Poshmark back to back. And then, but Mercari's been picking up too, and I'm like, I expected that because we're getting closer to Black Friday and stuff like that.
Well,
but
do you know why too though? Did have all your sales been over $50?
No, we
No,
don't
okay,
sell
no.
very much over 50. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Because sellers were getting again
The coupon.
incentive to list, so they would get a $20 off $50 purchase.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we have that coupon because we normally try to get the coupon because you never know if we can find like a Cabbage Patch lot or whatever. But yeah, but we've been selling Funko Pops and Cabbage Patches, and then we sold a vintage fitted sheet on Mercari. And then Poshmark has been mostly clothes and shoes, and Pyrex. I don't know why, but like every Pyrex bowl we've sold in the last year has sold on Poshmark. It's just weird.
Do you always get that message saying we realize it's unbreakable, so if it breaks, we're not responsible?
Mm-mm.
You never get that message?
When do you get that message?
When it's breakables.
Oh, it's Sarah's account, so she gets the email.
Okay, so yeah.
Well,
but yeah, I always get those whenever I list the nativity sets.
Oh yeah.
By the way, that box right there, guys. Before you were able to sell a piece, just one piece of those for at least $40. Now they're not even going for 15 to 20.
Oh really?
Ooh.
So you want to make sure you always do your research, because that I would always get that, and I paid $35 for that box. It's like, oh, I know I can sell at least one piece for it. Nope. The market got saturated, and there's only like 7 sold out of 120.
Interesting. I don't remember. That was a bolo last year. I remember, right?
The last 2 years.
Yeah, I'll say last 2, I think, because we were selling them pretty good too.
And the reason I knew about it was because of part-time pickers, and then of course another 50,000 people figured it out too. So now they're there. You go. That's what happens.
Why's it got to ruin it for everybody?
Dang it, Matt.
List more, sell more, and the percentage of non-payers should drop. You'd think so, but that's
you'd think.
We've listed a ton this week and more to come because we want to as much on as we can going into this weekend. We have a lot of pays too. Not so annoying. I won an auction and the seller canceled it without even communicating with me. Oh. Sarah had that happen once with Cabbage Patch Kids. She was winning an eBay auction where somebody didn't put a reserve, and she won it for like stupid low money or whatever, and she won, and then they canceled it and didn't say a word. Yeah. Cats love boxes and nativity sets, just saying. You better watch your cat back there.
And I do have an update about eBay, actually. I didn't really care to make a video of it because it's boring anyways. It's I don't know if anybody here attended the eBay holiday check-in.
No.
Did you, Jimmy? No. Well, like I told you on Thursday, they said Beanie Babies were a hot item.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jimmy didn't hear this, actually. During the holiday check-in from eBay themselves, they actually said that Beanie Babies are in demand and a very hot item for the holidays.
Okay.
So, that kind of, to me, that's just something that tells me is like they're just looking at the data point. They're not actually looking at what's really selling. So eBay doesn't. Yeah. That would make me just think that eBay doesn't actually know what actually sells. Then,
no, they wouldn't. Why would they?
They don't care.
Exactly. And then another thing is, they only brought it up for like 5 seconds. I have no idea why, but they did bring up immediate payments on offers and auctions. Guess what they said?
We're working on it.
working on it.
Exactly.
I
We're
was gonna
working on it.
say.
They said that at every meeting, they're always talking about it, that they know that it's the bane of every seller right now, but that they're working on it and they'll be out eventually. That's all
I
the
would
news
rather
they give
them
us
just
on
say,
that.
I would rather them just say, look, we're never going to change this because it's going to affect our balance sheet. So just stop asking. And then I'd be like, all right, well, at least they were honest. But
Yeah,
you got to remember, Ed, something. Out of the three of us, only one of us has sold a Beanie Baby this year.
who? Oh, you have?
This guy.
2 of them.
2 of them. Oh, that's right. You sold 2.
I did, yeah. But I think it had something to do with that stupid documentary they did, because man, they went back to back.
Yeah,
you know,
the HBO documentary. You sold the duck, right? The duckbill platypus,
and the green frog. Yeah,
and the green frog. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
$3,900 each, right?
Yeah, I wish. Yeah. No, actually, the frog did pretty good. It sold for 25. I was actually surprised with that. But the other one sold for like 6. But hey,
yeah.
I was only into them for a quarter a piece. So whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the news that came out of eBay or eBay holiday check-in, that they paid a certain YouTuber money to promote, which there weren't that many people there.
Who was it?
Was it
Harry
Josh?
Tornado.
Oh, so Josh. Yeah.
He even said that it was a sponsored post.
No.
But they just talked about the same things as they always do: fashion, sneakers, purses, watches. You'll get immediate offers eventually, but it's not our priority, and blah blah blah. And then they had a game at the end, which was whatever.
They didn't talk about the stupid vault again, did they?
If they did, I was not paying attention.
Oh. Did they talk about the petition?
They did. They did talk about that. They're trying to
push over this. They're trying to make us join this thing to push back the 20,000 mark instead of the 600.
Oh yeah, the taxes. I saw that.
So they have an actual I guess program or something about it. I'm actually part of it, but I'm not active in it at all. But someone I know is, and she's part of the List Perfectly team, so she's very active in it. And they're the ones that go to DC and try to be the representatives for small time sellers. And they want to increase the threshold. It's not 20,000. They want to increase it to take away the $600 and increase that amount. I don't know what the amount is, but that's what they're trying to do right now. And I think they want to take
it back to where it was.
To where it was, yeah, where it was.
So I mean, yeah. So that's what they're trying. That's what they're trying to advocate for. But so far, I have no update on that. And if I ever do have an update, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take a while. You're dealing with the government, so it's
it was like my work today. Just drop it right at the last minute. I'm like, it's like right around the corner. So what are you doing right now? You should have maybe done this. Done this in the summertime,
Yeah, right.
But again, like Sarah said, just pay for your crap. It's okay. Just pay your crap.
Exactly. Just pay for your crap. It's not that hard.
No, it's not. No. We have 1,223 listing items right now. Nice. Wonder why I delete 99.9% of emails from eBay and never attend those things.
Yeah.
we have Ed to talk to about it. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Ed will do it.
And even though I know a lot of people find these things very boring, I find them very fascinating. I know people go out of the way to avoid them, but me, I was like, I try to go to them because even though they say the same thing over and over, it just might be that one thing that might be like, oh, I really need to talk about it. And I know a bunch of people, especially you guys, you're never going to hear about it unless I tell you guys about it.
Right. Yes. That's accurate.
So that's why I go to them. I find them fascinating, even though it's the same annoying people over and over. And if eBay you're watching, I'm sorry, you guys are annoying from time to time.
Yeah.
And the thing that bugs me about these things too is the fact that they only they only dedicate like 5 minutes to Q&A, and then the other hour and 55 minutes is just to a useless thing that nobody wants. And they just answer the very generic questions that nobody even cares about. They avoid the actual questions that people are actually asking. And then if they do answer that, they just give you a very bought answer. It's like, We know this already, but we want an actual answer from you guys.
Typical corporate.
Yeah, it sounds like and it sounds to me like a town council meeting, where you've got people that come up and say their 5-minute pieces or whatever, and then the people that are actually in charge of this stuff don't actually answer any questions. So it's like, okay, I don't really need to keep going to this. eBay is the state road of selling platforms. Yes. I haven't sold any plush in weeks. Wow.
I actually saw. Hi, Rosie. I saw the Squishmallow today on Macari.
Really?
Wow. It was a Hug Me, and it was an 18-inch.
There you go.
I mean, unless you consider the Cabbage Patch dolls, we really haven't either. But I guess those are, I don't know, they have plastic faces, so maybe not.
They're not plush. They're toys.
Yeah.
Kind of like half.
Yeah. That would be great. Yeah, it would be. Why would you want them to push back the tax threshold? I pay taxes, thin out the herd of sellers. It's true.
I do agree too. Is like that. Why would you want to increase it though? Unless you're scared.
Well, they want to increase it because they're probably seeing this as eventually it's going to start weeding out sellers, like Mark is saying, and you'll have, and that's going to directly affect their bottom dollar. So they don't want sellers running away. They want people selling more stuff on their platform. So that's why they're doing it. Now, I do agree with both of you actually on this one because one, I'm not a big government guy, so I don't like taxes, period. Like I would have been the guy on the boat at the Tea Party being like, yeah, don't tax us. But so that's part of the reason I don't want it. But the other reason I don't want it, but then what Mark's saying makes a lot of sense too, because the less competition we have, the more stuff we're going to sell. So, but in turn, the more stuff we sell, the more taxes we pay, and that sucks too. So
but, I mean, isn't that something we would want though? Yeah, I know it sucks because we're gonna have to pay more in taxes, but doesn't that mean we can bring home more than what we would with all those bad sellers out there, basically?
Yes. Absolutely. And you have less competition at the thrift stores. You have less competition at auctions because more people aren't reselling online. So, it would work for us.
And plus, I know that some people, what they would do is instead of selling on eBay, they would just go sell on, say, Macari, Poshmark, those platforms that never did a 1099 for them or they didn't have a requirement. They would go there. But now, since every platform is doing it, that's even better for us because they can't go nowhere else either.
Right. Unless of the flea market. But
I bet you they're going to find some way with that eventually.
No, it's impossible with cash. They've been trying for years. Well, they will. Yeah. Yes. If you see things like digital dollar start coming into our vocabulary, then yes, they'll find a way there.
Right.
But I think you'll get a lot of pushback from the general public on that. But I'm with you. There's that part of me that just is like, yeah, I'd like to sell more stuff and bring home more money. And then there's that other part of me. It's like, no, don't give them more taxes. So,
right.
Yeah. Mark just waits for the flood of YouTube videos to come in whenever they change something. Yeah.
Well, that's funny. Well, I think he was talking about those check-ins or the notices that eBay does, but it's like not too many people do them because they're so boring. I did them, and unless there's something extremely new, they never got any views.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm waiting for it. There you go. But I get it. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, but I would like there to be less resellers because you do have that kind of issue where it's like, what is happening? It's just like there's like a delay between my mouse click. Like I click it away. But the other side of the coin is like, I feel like a lot of people got into reselling because they thought it was really easy money.
Yes.
And it's not. And then when they figured that out, a lot of people bailed too. So you could have it. You could see a pretty open play. And I think that's why eBay is trying to take an initiative now because they see the writing on the wall and they're realizing that like a lot of their, they're probably seeing a lot of users with empty stores and they're thinking to themselves, oh crap, it's this tax thing and we need to do something about it. So,
and the other thing I was thinking about too is the only people you really see complaining are those who were more than likely not doing it correctly anyways.
Oh yeah. Right.
All those who were doing it correctly, they're like, oh, okay, well, I was already doing that anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
And then
right.
a majority of them, especially in the Facebook groups, you already know those Facebook groups. They're the best. You got to join them.
They crack me up.
Oh my god, they give me
But,
a headache.
Yeah, and those groups, that's all you see. People complaining about this, that they're scared. It's like, why do we got to do this? Like, well, then that means you weren't doing something correctly. You're going to be the next daily refinement. I said it.
That's fine. More
Yeah,
for us
one
sounds
thing.
good. Freaking taxes on top of taxes just gets aggravating. Agreed. Did you know, from Mark, what is going on? There we go. Ugh.
They're on to us.
Did you know that in 1863, 1865, they taxed photos during the Civil War? So a family picture would have a tax stamp attached to the back of the photo by the photographer. That's terrible.
Really?
My generation has all heard the BS, so we don't need to attend. Tax on photos. Yeah, that's hysterical. It's just eBay trying to appease the sellers by putting that request to reduce tax stuff out. Like, hey, look at what we're doing. Yeah, it's probably that, and it's probably a little bit of that, and it's probably a little bit of they don't want it to affect their business, and it could directly affect their business. I don't know, Mark, if eBay really gives a shit about appeasing sellers, because if they did, there would some things would have changed by now.
See, if they cared about PC seller, of course, immediate payment to offers, but yet they had time to make authentications for all sneakers, even the useless one. They had time to make the eBay vault. They had time to pay for the buyout of the trading card thing. They had time to make sure we're screwed for quarter four, but they can't just do immediate payment to please us.
No.
I don't get it.
You gotta hire a guy. He's got to do a thing. It's very complicated.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it would be.
It's like, come on.
It doesn't seem like it would be complicated, but it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Elon Musk can make the blue check mark $8 a month like that. eBay can't turn that. It's impossible.
And
I mean,
there's
they're
cars that
smaller.
drive themselves.
I mean, their smaller competitors can have immediate payment offer-ons. It's not that hard. I mean, I'm not a programmer, so I don't know.
Not coming to eBay's defense on this, because I'm not. But the difference between them and eBay is eBay's platform was created outside of that, with PayPal intertwined with them and everything like that. Whereas Poshmark and Macari and Grailed and Depop and all the other ones were created, with that feature pretty much already built into it. So I'm sure there's a little bit of hoop jumping that eBay would have to do to get it to work correctly. However, it's it can't be that difficult. And I'm sure there's people that are going to complain, like, if I win an auction, then I'm going to be charged immediately and I won't even know that I won, stuff like that. So it's just,
that's the point. If you bid on an auction, you have intentions to buy it.
And it says that when you place your bid, there's a disclaimer right there. So, I mean, same with making an offer on things. It's like you agree to that you're going to be paying for this thing. And I don't think it matters, but in the same respect, like, I'm sure they're going to have to make some concessions with time. You know what I mean? Because maybe people want to change payment methods or something like that when it comes to auctions. Maybe give them a day before it charges your card. That way, and I would feel a lot better knowing that if somebody makes a best offer, even if they did this, somebody makes a best offer, I accept it. We give them 24 hours or we charge your card. I would probably be fine with that because it's better than what we got going on right now.
Yeah,
and I know I'm going to get paid on Tuesday, so it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But there has to be something. And I know we beat this dead horse a lot, but I'm sure they could do it.
Well, so that actually got me thinking about something else too, and I want to know what you guys and the chat thinks as well. So, say they do put immediate offer, payments on offers, auctions, everything, right? What's to stop the buyer from just canceling right after? So, sure, you have it now, but say I was like, oh, we're just doing it to mess with you, cancel, boom, same thing. Like, what will you guys do? Because me personally, I will still ship it just like I do now, anyways.
Well,
But
if they
and then there's
automatically
like,
charge the card, I think you'd have to reverse that and automatically give refunds if they cancel. But I also think that
Yeah.
there should be a penalty if you know, like you'd get blocked if you do this too many times. You know, it's a good example of it is Uber Eats or something like that. If I'm an Uber Eats driver and I take something and then I go, oh crap, I didn't mean to take that, and I cancel it. If I do that too many times, I'm gonna get banned. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think people make mistakes and that can be fine. But I also think that, like, you know, they would have to put some sort of penalty there because it's actually costing eBay money.
mhm.
Because you figure, I mean, they're a big corporation, so I'm sure their percentage is a lot lower. But like when I run credit cards privately, I get 2.9% every time it does that, and then if I got to bring it back, it's another 2.9% to do a refund. So eBay's gonna get beat if they keep letting people cancel things. But yeah,
I mean, eventually they have to do something because I know now they're not even keeping the 30% processing fee that they used to do it. Like even if they canceled, we would still be out that 30 cents. But now they're actually giving that back to us.
yeah, it's because enough
So,
people complain
but
and it's illegal.
what happened?
I said it's enough people complain and I think it's illegal to keep that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, eBay's. I don't. I'm curious to see how eBay's Q3 and Q4 reports are going to be, especially for this year, because
Same.
I just keep seeing that sales are low for everybody. I don't know if that's true or not, but from what I'm seeing, even just around my neighborhood in general, just with everything, it's getting pretty bad out there, and it's even affecting me where I didn't even go sourcing this Saturday because I don't even have the funds for it.
Yeah,
And sales are just bad.
We're up for the year. We're up 35% for the year. So we're doing better this year than we did last year.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean anything because last year was garbage. So I guess it's 35% better than the last year's garbage, but and a lot of things changed on our end too. You know, we niched down a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Things are probably going to get worse before they get better. Yeah, if they cared, they would have already fixed the non-pay stuff, and oh my gosh, about a half a dozen other things. Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. They already pay lobbyists in Washington to do this. They know way ahead of time what's happening. That's true. Elon should make a selling platform or just buy eBay. Yeah, but if you bid on it, I mean, why don't you just expect that you're buying it? That's true. eBay probably never thought that most sellers price higher than normal and put sales and offers on everything, so a lot more sales are now by offers. I don't know about that. I know I know Mark doesn't particularly care for offers, but I feel like people, like it happened today with us where like someone sent us an offer and then I sent a counter offer back and then they sent a counter offer back that was $1 less than what my last offer was. And so I feel like people just want to feel like they're getting a deal. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of because I mean, we get offers from people all the time that are like $1 off. And it's like, did that dollar really matter to you? No, it couldn't have.
Right.
Like, how many times have you lost a dollar bill? Like, the dollars, I don't think it really matters. So I feel like people want to feel like they got a deal. So when they make an offer, they're just doing it because they, I'm getting a deal. So, or do like Poshmark, yeah, where you get a 4-hour window to cancel and then that's that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fine with that. I would rather have them cancel right whenever they pay than wait 4 days for people to pay and hold up from other people. Yeah. So the reason I brought this up is that, like, so this doll is about an hour away from relisting. And this doll, Sarah has gotten 3 or 4 people on Instagram that wanted to buy this doll, but it's been held up for the last 3.5 days because some jerk bought it and didn't pay for it. And so with the way hers works, a lot of these people could have moved on. They could have bought a different doll. They could have whatever. And it's just garbage that we're holding this doll. Like, we thought about just canceling it and putting buyer had a problem with the address or whatever. And it's a 0 feedback. So it's probably unlikely they'll ever notice that thing got canceled.
Yeah.
However, there's that, little voice in the back of my head that goes, they're going to pay 20 minutes before the 4th day. And you're going to be really mad at yourself that you did this. So,
right.
Yeah. Uber Eats, I have nowhere to park. Can you come down? Usually condos, and that's the worst part. I'm lucky I don't do anything in the city because that would be terrible. If I buy from high bid local auction houses, charge immediately, even if you don't pick up, and all sales are final. Yeah, that's true. Our one auction does not, though. Mountain State, they actually don't charge you anything, and when you get there, you give them your credit card. So I think it's just all on the discretion of the seller there. That's 100% of it. Most of my offers are less than 15% off. Actually, they just want a deal. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly, 100% daily cabbage when they pay when you say crap or get off the pot. Essentially, yeah, I agree.
Perfect.
Hold on, guys.
But you know what?
I'll be back. My headphone is messing up on me right now.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Me too.
Let's just sit here and talk to myself. Yeah. What was I gonna? Wow, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Thanks, Ed.
There was something. Yeah, I know. Whatever.
He was about to be on a rant. Damn it.
No, I wasn't. I was
I'm
was
joking.
leading into something, and I can't. Like the whole conversation was essentially leading into something, and I can't remember what it is. I'll remember someday. So, that sucks.
He'll come back.
Yeah, probably not. Sarah said I need a haircut, and she's like, "You're looking old." I'm like, thanks.
Wow.
Rude.
So
Yeah.
like, I'll tell you a funny one, and this is
Okay.
real. So how do you feel about this one? So Wednesday, I don't know if this is all Goodwills, or if it's just Ohio. Ha ha. I see, that was funny. But
Yeah.
went to Goodwill. I found a hat, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be $2. Well, when she rang it up, I was like, it's like a little bit cheaper than. She's like, yeah, honey, I went ahead and gave you the 20% off. I was like, for what? I was like, she gave me the 20% off her seniors. I was like, I'm not that old. What the hell?
I mean, thank you, but no,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I think it's because, like I said, I've got like grays in my hair, so it's funny. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
I told her, she's
you don't
like,
look
why
no
can't I do it?
65.
No, unless I mean, what's going on with my life? That's what I had to go look in the mirror. I was like, is it my beard? Is it my gray hairs?
You're like, I'm so happy I got 20% off, but I'm so sad.
But I still rounded it up and got my $2. What it
There
would
you
have
go,
cost
good.
me anyway. So I was like, you know what, just round it up, because she was like, one, she was embarrassed because I was laughing. I was like, I'm only 37, so I don't think I need my 20% off. She's like, you are not. I was like, yeah, I am. I'll be 38 in March. So yeah, I do know how old I am. I was like, so you don't have to get the manager. Go ahead and round it up. I think it came out to $1.10.
Okay.
That's what
I'll
freaked
give it
me
to
out.
The undisclosed charity that Goodwill says they're rounding it up to.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want to round up for Goodwill's charities? And you're like, what Goodwill? I'm just giving it back to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
so you're paying your CEO with my roundup?
Probably.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. Just take it to $2. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I need new headphones.
Yeah. I like my AirPods.
Yeah,
They were one of the better purchases I made.
This is the week for the headphones, Ed. I mean, you got Friday and Monday.
True.
Well, actually, they're running early, so you can get them right now if you want.
True. I'll see if I can get any.
The studio beats were pretty good too that I have. The over the ear ones. The only problem is that they're like, I have a big head, so they kind of squeeze my head a little harder than I like. But they're the noise canceling was amazing on them. Like when we flew to Vegas and I clicked that noise canceling on them, like, am I even in a plane? Like, whoa. The captain came on and I'm like,
Yeah.
Sarah's like,
Doo-doo.
I'm like, what? I'm like, oh. and you can't understand him anyways. He's, you're like,
Yeah.
we're doing what? He could have gone on and said we're crashing currently. Hang on, and I wouldn't have known. So
I don't want to hear the screams.
Yeah. Tell me when to pull the string on my life preserver.
Let me die in peace.
Yeah. A friend of mine was on a plane where those came down by accident.
Oh, jeez.
He's like, oh, we'll just put it this way. He's like, I should have worn the brown pants. Those came down.
He definitely puckered.
He was sitting there. He said he was sitting there, and all of a sudden, he's just like, I turned and looked out the window, turned back around, and there's this yellow thing right in front of my face, and I'm like, shit. And the flight attendant was like, don't worry, it's just an accident. Something happened with the control of the oxygen. Don't put it on your face. The plane's fine. And so it's like the whole ride, we're just sitting there with these things dangling in front of us. And he's like, but the moment I turned around and saw that thing, he's like, I'm like,
man,
well,
yeah, I don't want to. All right,
Rosie wants to know if we'll run it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the advantage to a plane crash, though, is that you're not going to do a lot of suffering. So, at least it's quick.
Oh, jeez.
I think you'll probably have a heart attack first.
Would you? Do you think? I think it depends on how fast the thing's going down, because they don't drop out of the sky very often, so it's a gradual crash.
No.
Like it's not typically a. So I don't know.
Or if it's Indianapolis Spirit Airlines, they don't even take off. It's fine.
Yeah, they just stay there out there because they never get off the ground. Rosie wants to know if anybody's running any deals for Black Friday weekend.
No.
Nah, I'm not. I'm hoping for good things, but I'm not. Are you, Rosie?
A lot of people are saying that it's better for Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday, or the other way around, actually. Small Business Saturday and then Cyber Monday, because Black Friday is really no good deals. I mean, there's some deals, but not anything you really want.
Walmart's going nuts.
I've seen it. I want to buy some of that stuff, but I can't.
I almost bought a 40-inch television for my kitchen.
The Samsung one?
No. They had one of those little cheap on whatever their brand in the orange boxes for $98. It was a 40-inch Roku smart TV. My plan was, so the monitor that I'm looking at right now is not a monitor. It's an Insignia television. And it's not a big,
right.
I think it's 27 inches or whatever. And I wanted to replace this with a 27-inch monitor and then take this and put it in my kitchen and mount it on the wall in the kitchen. But then I saw the advertisement for a $98 40, and I'm like, can I fit a 40-inch television in my kitchen? And is that too much?
It probably is too much.
Right. It's a bit much, yes. It's definitely, for the 12 times a year it will get used, I think it's a bit much. But, oh man, every time I pulled into pickup, they were walking out with these orange boxes, 40-inch. I swear to God, they had to sell 400 of them. It was crazy.
I'm pretty sure they over-ordered those things, and now they have to get rid of them because there's way too many that they have.
I have a feeling it's going to be that 40-inch television again on Black Friday.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again.
It'll probably be on sale again for Christmas.
There you go. Like I said, you guys have so much buyer interaction that I have ever seen. Even doing hard goods and toys, I've never had those issues. Interesting. I think you're just a little more calmer than everybody else is, Mark.
And you don't get the angry people.
What's that?
And he doesn't get the angry people either.
No, I don't think he does.
Nor does he get the asking for measurement question often.
We ignore all those now, thanks to Mark's advice, though. So I will give him credit on that. He did make us ignore those. Was it about the auctions paying immediately jogging memory? I don't remember either. We've heard that. That's right. Hey, it's Tommy. What's up? Where's Ed doing List Perfectly Live advertisement? No, he had to go mess with his headphones.
Yeah, I need to get another pair.
Maybe it's the McDonald's. Could be. He said technical difficulties. Yeah, and then maybe it's McDonald's.
I'm poor.
McDonald's definitely can give you that problem.
I wanted to get the 20 taco box from Taco Bell. But
The
it said
family
no.
pack.
Yeah.
How much
I
is
was
it?
gonna like $25 for the Supreme. I was
I
gonna
think it's like
down 10 of those tacos.
I think it's like $18.99 here.
But that's for the
Yeah,
non-Supreme
say
one.
it's not that much here.
Oh, for the non-Supremes, yeah.
Yeah, for Supreme it's 20,
Yeah.
25 or so.
We've had this discussion before. The Supreme taco, whoever's making the Supreme taco needs to take the amount of sour cream they're putting on it and cut it in half, and then take that amount and cut that in half again, because the whole taco is like, you can't even see the lettuce because there's just sour cream takes over the lettuce.
Not here, right here. It is perfect.
No.
Even though they take forever to make it and they always get my order wrong.
I bought a sealed original Japanese Nintendo playing card deck in its original case and tax stamp on it. Nintendo started in the late 1800s, not all just games. That's true.
Ooh,
I've seen these and they're really cool. Is that a personal collection thing, Mark, or are you going to sell that? Thanks anyways. Does anyone have the AirPod Pros? I can't decide. I do. I'm wearing them.
Oh, that's why they look different.
My kids do.
Yeah, no, I've always had them. These are aftermarket ear tips, though. I like the memory foam ones are way better than the ones that come with it. But what do you want to know? Amazon had Air Pro Gen 2 on sale for $80 today. If I didn't use the Pros, I would have grabbed them in a second. Yep, I like the Pros. The noise cancellation is really good on them for something this size. They're not as good as over the air. My buddy had him when we flew to Vegas, and he had his noise cancellation on. He's like, I could still hear the engine, but it was kind of like a low roar. So, still pretty cool. But yeah, I like them. Isn't it a pilot, not a captain? That's true. It is a pilot. They are the most shitty, amazing product ever. They don't stay in hardly anyone's ear, but other than that, they're amazing. I'm telling you, Tommy, change the tips on them to these memory foam tips, and you just squeeze them and then put them in your ear, and they stay in. I mean, I would cut grass with them in, and they never came out. It's not a ship. That's true. I had a guy looked older than me and hold the door at Sheets, and I said, thanks. He said, welcome, ma'am. I said, I'm like, did he just ma'am me? My luck, I'd survive and have to live the rest of my life with a 3-piece of rebar. So much for that cancellation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always run the 30% off. So, we do that. We don't need a freaking 40-inch television for the kitchen, Adam. You're just ridiculous.
Okay, a 50. Sheesh.
No. I mean, we'll take the 75-inch that's in the living room and put it in there. Okay?
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we went big. We had, my old living room was so long. And so like when I had a 51-inch and I put it in my old living room and it was like,
yeah.
What does that say? I can't read that. So then Sarah and I one day were sitting there and we're like, I'm like, I don't remember what happened, but I ended up having like some extra money for something. And I'm like, I'm going to go buy a new TV. And I walked in and I was like, they had a 75-inch something, Hisense, which is like a Chinese brand, but apparently a good Chinese brand, on sale for some stupid number. And I'm like, that works. And she's like, 75 inches. I'm like, and so I had it in my old living room. Now this living room is very narrow. So now it's like, like you almost sit close enough to where you can see the pixels. And then Sarah 3 months ago, she was like, we should get a bigger TV. Okay.
Bigger than 75?
Yeah, they make an 82 and an 89 or an 87 or something.
You should get the one that said, what is it, where they're at 80K, whatever now.
That I don't even care about. That's stupid. Because your eyes can't pick up that much detail to begin with. So it's like, oh, I got 8K, but I can't tell. It still looks like 4K. So
yeah, for me, we were watching a DVD, just regular DVD. It was going at 420 frames. It was just our standard DVD. That to to a 4K, then I could tell the difference. But from 4K to an 8K, looks the exact same to me.
Yeah, it does. That I cannot.
I can't tell.
Sarah used to drive me mental. So like I'd go to like my friend's house or something to watch the game, and I'd come home, and this is when we had cable, and she'd have like the local channel on, but she'd have it on the non-HD channel on an HD television. It would drive me crazy because I'm like, that looks terrible. She's like, it looks fine, and I'm like, oh no, look, difference. See, HD, non-HD, HD, and she's like, it's fine.
And it sounds horrible too, actually.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Like, I can't handle this. But yeah, when you put a DVD in a 4K television, you're like, what am I watching? Like, this is from the 80s? Like,
yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And now them little TVs are worth a lot of money.
They are. Yeah. I still get them.
They are, yes.
Rosie thinks she's going to do a 50% off anything older than 90 days from Friday to Monday. Clear out some old shit. I like it. That's a good one. I have nine. Well, she's a little behind. I have 9 55-inch TVs in my foyer right now from the last Walmart sale. They were only at $179. Going to put it on Marketplace for $350 starting Friday. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Yeah. Mark sells postcards. How many 85-year-old buyers are gonna get angry? They don't have it.
You'd be surprised. They're the ones who are the angriest. They have too much time on their hands.
I'm glad somebody else is on our side on this one. Tell me they remember to pay when it shows up a week later. They cannot remember they bought it. Surprise.
Right?
Are they worth an extra $100 over the standard? Yes.
For your AirPods.
I think so. Only if your kid needs noise canceling. Oh yeah, let's see. I have a set of tips sold on Amazon. And you didn't? They still don't stay in your ears? The captain is the person flying the place. Yes, they are captains as well as pilots. See, I told you. When the cashier calls you honey, she's on your side. That's true. Yeah, you can watch my TV from Chicago, no problem. You got to see the Steelers game on Sunday. I remember black and white TV, so I don't care HD or not. I also remember those, but I do care.
I don't.
I can't stand.
I remember the huge TVs where they had that. It looked like basically like one of these big pillars. Yeah, basically piece of furniture. I remember that. That's how my venture into TV started.
Did you ever have to move one of those things?
Yes.
Oh, dude, they suck. Oh, my
Lord, are they heavy?
I just remember when we got our first flat screen, I took that thing out to the yard and smashed it to pieces.
Yeah. Man, were they heavy. You know what was the best thing to see in the 90s? It was not in the 80s because they were still working. Because in the 80s, the furniture TV still worked. But my favorite thing to see, and a lot of people had this, where they had the TV in the furniture on the floor and on top of it a new TV. Because the bottom one didn't work, so they had the new one on top. And they were using it as a TV stand.
Hey,
that was awesome.
It's pretty smart.
The Betamax sitting next to it or whatever.
I never had to do that, but that's funny.
It was awesome. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That was definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, those things were so heavy. So, yeah, our first big screen was like 500 pounds. Those big screens were really heavy too. The old big screens, the square ones, they were super heavy. You know what was really heavy? I mean, you guys may or may not remember these because they were only out real quick. So like before LCD and LED and plasma, they had a tube HD television. So it was a regular television, flat screen on the front. It was HD. And it would do 720p as the max it would do, but it was tube driven. But the back of that thing was humongous because like that tube that was in there was huge. And I had one of these things, and that thing was easily 350 pounds. Like it was so heavy. So
no, I never even heard of that before.
I had it for years. It never died. I sold it. And it's still, I bet it's still working. That thing was a beast. But moving it,
Guaranteed.
yeah, you don't. And in fact, I sold it when I had to move because I didn't want to move it. Like, I don't want to move this thing. I'll find another one. So, your wife's here, working late as usual. And go ahead and fart, get it out of the way. Okay. No problem. You don't tell me twice. Christ, I wish my parents knew about that. I had to get on my hands and knees, and they put the TV on my back, and baseball games are long. Oh, Lord. Console TV. I had a TV on top of a TV, too. My uncle did it so he could watch Western and football at the same time. Drove my aunts nuts. I like that. A friend of mine, Jimmy, you know him. He came to my wedding, but he had an apartment, and when we had our fantasy football, he ran our fantasy football league, and the first year DirecTV's Sunday Ticket came out, he got it, and he put 4 televisions in his living room, and we would go over and we'd have different football games going on at the whole time. Like, we'd go over and I'd walk in with like a case of beer and a bunch of like junk food, and he'd be like, "What games do you want to watch? Who do you got playing?" And I'm like, "I got Peyton Manning, and I got this person." He's like, "All right, we'll put on the Colts game over here, Steeler game on the big television, Browns over here, Cincinnati over here." We just sit there and like, everyone would be like, "You guys want to go to the bar and watch a game?" We're like, "No."
We're watching it right here, man.
It was awesome. Yeah. You're welcome. Anytime I can help you. But yeah, that was one of my favorite times. And then they price hiked them because the first year they had it was kind of cheap, and then the next year they were like, yeah, $499 a year, and he's like, I'm gonna go back to the bar.
Right.
So, I had it the first year I was in California, and it was nice, but then after a while you're like, this is really expensive. I shouldn't be paying for this. So, we redid our fireplace and put a new OLED TV above it. Amazing screen image. Nice.
I've been wanting to get one of those. They look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
OLEDs, man, they look good.
Yeah, they do. I want a fireplace, but I don't know how you'd install one of those in a house. I don't think it's a good idea.
You come back to your house burned down.
Yeah, I feel like it's not a DIY project.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, Sarah would come home. Why is there a hole in the roof?
It's fine.
Especially during
We're
winter.
watching it on TV right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Please wait.
Can
you rewind that back to 8 minutes now because of this? Gosh, come on.
Yeah. It was I've always I haven't had my old house in California had a fireplace, and that was the last time I had one, and every house I've had out here has not. So like, warm weather have fireplace, cold weather don't have fireplace.
Because he was just for decoration. It's not actually functional.
You can't even use them in the cities because they call those spare the air days on cold days, because so no one burns the wood anyways. Well, they did in San Francisco. I don't know if they do it there, but they spare the air day. You can't burn wood. So everybody transferred over their fireplaces to gas, and they don't really give off that much heat. So
I mean, they said I can't burn wood in my driveway, and yet I still did it.
Okay. Maybe they're just not handing out that fine in your neighborhood.
Well, they also said they can't have illegal fireworks in my street, and they still do.
They say that every year, and every year LA has one of the most impressive personal firework displays. And it's on the news here, Ed.
And I forgot.
I was gonna say.
I forgot I sent you guys a video of that one firework they did near my block. Like gunshots.
Well, no, Jimmy, you probably get it too. Like in our news, they are like, "Here's a Los Angeles right now," and it's from like the hills, and they're just panning back and forth, and all you can see is coming up from everywhere, and it's.
I think that area right there is South Central also, where they're not going to do anything.
They got better things to worry about.
But that's probably where you guys see all the time too. It's just South Central, and all you see is like, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Let's watch anyways.
Have you seen those frame TVs, insane price, that look like artwork on the wall? Yes, I have. Those
Yeah.
are pretty cool. Split screen or picture in picture was confusing. Yeah, and it was stupid. Like we had a television, and that they, like, when we went and bought it, they were like, oh, look, it has picture in picture, and it had the little thing in the corner, and you were like, what does that do? And they're like, oh, you could watch something else, and you're like, yeah, but you can't hear it. Like,
No, yeah, it was so tiny.
yeah, and you're like, well, what do you just want to pay attention to the football game and then watch something else? And I'm like, you can't even see anything on that little thing. And they're like, well, you could swap it, look. And you're like, I don't know.
Stupid.
Yeah, it was dumb. We went from wood burner to a gas burner. No more hauling wood every year. Just click the remote and instant fire. Just sold a Navy ship postcard, 13 waiting to ship on okay.
Nice.
Whatever. Picture in picture, just stack your TVs. I like it. That's
It's
better.
cheaper just to get 2 separate TVs now than to get a picture in picture.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is. And especially if you wait till Black Friday, I'm sure Walmart will be giving one away. I'm looking for a 27 inch. I keep bidding on that. There's this thing called MacBid that's out here. It's basically an online Amazon return store. They buy pallets, they put it all, they picture everything. Then you bid, and then if you win, you go pick it up. It's not bad. I mean, and you can get stuff fairly cheap. But I've been trying to steal a monitor, and I don't know why I'm as stubborn as I am. But like, I go to $60, and that's my limit. Like, and I just won't go over it, and then it gets to like $70, and I'm like,
How much is a monitor worth, though?
oh, they're like $250, $300 monitors.
I would pay $100 for those at least.
The last one was a Samsung 1080, and then then there was a Dell, and then there was I don't remember what the other one was. I haven't bid on very many lately, but like, there's 3D printers on there. We've been trying to steal one of those too, because they're like $300 3D printers, and they go for like $110. So
I heard 3D printing is actually a lot more expensive, and you actually lose money because of the material and time and just everything in general.
I think the reason Sarah wants to, well, no, because there's a lady that 3D prints pacifiers on Etsy and then sells them for $10. And she's bought them a couple times, and I can't imagine it would cost $10 to 3D print a pacifier.
Probably not.
I think what do they call that stuff? Not filament. It's
no, I think that's what it's called. Film.
It's called filament.
I think so. I'm not sure, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, that stuff's not too expensive. If you get into the crazy colors, it gets to be somewhat pricey. But I think it's just all a matter of time. Unless you have like a really expensive 3D printer, it's going to take like 20 minutes to probably 3D print a pacifier. But it's something that we could leave work, and walk away from it and then come back later. So, I don't know. It's a thought. Because we get so many, like this girl, this Cabbage Patch, she could have a pacifier. And people sell the pacifiers for like $25, $30, and it would just be nice to have one.
Would that increase the value of the cabbie if it did have a pacifier?
Not an aftermarket one, but it would draw more people into it.
Huh.
If that makes sense. The more complete they are, the better, the more eyes you get on them. Now, if it's a genuine pacifier, then it would definitely increase the value, and it would also increase the likelihood of it selling. But I think, like, that's why, like, Sarah dresses them and does all the things that she does with them, because the more put together they are, the more appealing they are. If that makes sense. So the pacifier would just kind of add appeal more than would add value.
That's true. I didn't even think about that, actually. It'll pay off with another big haul that you end up getting.
Easy.
Let's just hold off on that for a little. You saw the picture from last night, right?
Yes.
With the five bins downstairs, and she's been working on them for the last couple hours over there. But tomorrow, I think we're gonna tomorrow we're gonna actually bust.
She needs more.
I knew it was coming.
It's only 3 bins. Yeah, she's got some coming from Goodwill. She's got more coming already. Find a person that has some 3D printers and ask if they will do pacifiers for you while at a sale price. Outsource it. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Go get a storage unit, push her over the edge. Oh god. Can you imagine what that storage unit would look like? It would just be full of Cabbage Patches.
Be like, they're all staring at me. Okay.
I bet you there's a storage unit out there like that. Just gotta find it.
Yeah, there could be. I mean, people
Maybe.
have big collections of them. I didn't really like. I knew, when they first came out, people went nutty over them, and there were people, but I didn't realize like how many people collected them until we started selling them. Like tons and tons of people collect these things, including the guy next to me. He has this.
I mean, that's the whole room.
I mean, I have like 5 of them.
No, I was talking about your clown.
Yeah, I have that. Remember I got the football boy. I got a carrot head girl. I got a baldy baby up there.
Yeah, people do collect them, and it's interesting to me. I don't know. I mean, I understand the nostalgia, but I think it has a little bit more to do than just nostalgia. I think people just enjoy collecting them.
Well, I was talking to Sarah once about it because I asked her once. She showed me some of the stories people say. I was like, "Wow, these people are a lot weirder than Squishmallow people." There's a story every time. I was like, does it ever get old? She's like, no, it never does.
No, she's had to get a little blocky.
Yeah.
There's been a few people that really just went over the line. Not like bad, but just like, they were just talking to her endlessly, and it was like, okay, like you gotta leave me alone. So, when you sell 3+ a day, you need an endless supply. That is true.
That is true.
No, go buy a storage unit like you were. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's a plan. We were going to do it, and then we bought 48 Cabbage Patches, and then another 52 followed. And one day it will stop, though. I don't know. I don't think so. People won't want them for. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will, because I mean, I personally forgot about them until I even got into reselling and started talking to you guys even more. I mean, I knew what they were, but I was like, it's just a doll.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll see a decline in it in our lifetime, like our sales. Like I feel like as I feel like we'd see the decline after our generation starts dying. In their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. I feel like would when you'd see the decline. But even still, if you think about it, so like we have dolls here from the 30s,
right?
And we've sold dolls from the 30s, and they sold just as fast. So I don't think so. I think it would be the same general idea, with these composition dolls or these old, dolls that are from the 30s that Sarah used to collect. When she puts those up, they sell like that. So I feel like it's a doll thing, and I also feel like it's a popularity thing when it comes to Cabbage Patches because they were so popular in the 80s and 90s. So I feel like I don't think we'll ever see a decline in it. I really don't.
I probably think we'll see a decline in it when my kids are probably in their 20s or so. So basically when I'm in my 60s, or assuming I live that long.
I don't think so, because people your age will still be buying them.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't even like people my own age.
And to be honest with you, we sell to a lot of people in their 50s. And so right now. So I still don't. I don't know. I don't think so. But you never know. We'll see.
True.
Big dinners. Any big dinner? What do you guys got planned for Thanksgiving? Anything cool?
We're just gonna get a small turkey, cook it in the slow cooker, make mashed potato, mac and cheese, and that's it.
Wait, you're gonna pressure cook a turkey?
Slow cook.
Oh.
Because
I thought you said pressure cook too. I was like, okay.
My oven isn't working, so we're gonna try slow cooking, and it's possible, but we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. Do you have a grill?
Well, it's rusted.
Well,
I left it outside.
so it's enough. Yeah, I was going to say you could indirect heat one on a grill.
Correct. Yeah.
You can cut it right down the middle, open it up, and stick it right on there.
I'll try it in the oven. I mean, in the microwave.
Yeah, I saw a guy that bullied a turkey on YouTube. It disturbed me a little bit.
Although when I when I do see the videos of the turkeys coming out of those fryers that they have outside, they always look good when they're nice and crispy.
They are. I was not allowed. I was going to deep fry a turkey. And my mother and Sarah both said don't.
Oh, so good though.
It is so good, and I want to do it, but they wouldn't let me do it. And it's real simple.
Yeah.
Don't put a frozen turkey in a deep fryer. That's
correct.
all you got to do.
Yeah.
As long as it's not frozen, you're fine.
And you just
Yeah, not difficult.
no.
But yeah, they are super good.
So good.
What are you doing, Jimmy?
You know, the boring eat and watch football. That's it.
Sounds terrible.
Well, I mean, when Jen has to work, and
Okay.
so it's kind of like, be here watching football. You know.
There you go.
I have the day off from my full-time job, and then I have to go back to work that Friday, but I'm going to be sick that day, so.
Sorry to start.
It was the
4-day weekend.
Just go get a COVID test and put your own positive one.
They don't even care about that. If we're like that, the boss just says, come anyways.
How far we've come. We are actually doing something different this year. Nobody wanted to cook, and nobody wanted to get it catered and then clean up afterwards. So we're going to this place down the road does a big Thanksgiving thing, and it's $35 a person. So we're going there.
Oh, not
That's
bad.
what we're doing. Yeah,
That sounds
the
pretty
menu
good.
looks good.
Just you
that
and
sounds
Sarah?
good.
No, me, Sarah, my mom, Sarah's mom, Sarah's sister. We're all going. So, should be interesting. I'll let you know. It's a buffet, so
Ooh,
could be crap.
food coma.
Yeah, more than likely. No leftovers though, and I kind of hope they give you the option to take a plate home, like
Yeah,
that, because that's one of the things about Thanksgiving I like so much is that you have food for days afterwards.
We never eat the leftovers.
Oh, really? You never make have you ever made the sandwich? You put the
Oh, yeah.
turkey, the stuffing, and then you put the cranberry sauce on it in between two pieces of bread. It's so good.
Well, for us, we only make the turkey, mashed potato, mac and cheese, and that's it. We don't make anything else because we don't like cranberry sauce. We don't like the
no stuffing.
No stuffing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, man?
Oh my God!
I could eat.
It's so good.
Well, I can eat it homemade, or I can eat a whole box of stovetop myself.
Oh, well, I have.
I think we did make a stuffing. We followed Gordon Ramsay's recipe, and that was actually pretty good.
That dude don't know how to cook.
This he does. Buy some turkey flavored spam and fry it. No, not the microwave. Deep fried turkeys.
They are.
I have an Instapot small I have Instapotted a small turkey before. It's great. We did one of those turkey fryers before it was scary and cold.
Yeah, but I ran over my pressure cooker, so I don't have one.
That's right.
I've only done a Cornish hen in the thing. That's it.
Yeah, I've smoked a turkey a couple times, and
yes, I drove over my pressure cooker.
It felt like this. Clown.
That's right. Mark's calling off work as well.
What was that?
Yeah, not my favorite. We used it one time. It was pretty good. Nobody, meaning Sarah. Can I crash? I love prepared food. Yeah, come on down. Sounds good though. No cleanup. Yeah, love a buffet. Make a veggie, Ed. Yeah. We call it dressing instead of stuffing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but calling it dressing implies that you put it up the turkey's ass. I think if it's stuffing, then it's sitting in a bowl next to the turkey. No stuffing. Yeah. Everybody's in awe. We're thinking about cooking. Decided to go to Cracker Barrel. Yes, leftover turkey dinner, toasted turkey sandwich. Yep. Wait, you ran over your sugar.
Why is that so funny to everyone? I forgot it outside and I ran over it.
How can you miss it? That's the thing.
It should never be outside. Why was it outside? And why was it behind your car?
Well, it was next to my tire, and I left. I think I forgot that I had pasta in there that was in there for about a month, so I had to put it outside. So I was driving. And mind you, I go to work at 3 a.m. So it was dark. All I heard was a boom. I'm like, ah, crap. I know what that is now. There goes my pressure cooker.
I'll get it when I come back. It's fine. Okay.
I was sad.
So not only did you have a dented up pressure cooker, you had some nasty pasta in your driveway too.
Oh man, that's a double whammy.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh,
Ed was driving down the road, seeing pieces of rigatoni flying out of the back of his.
It was pizza pasta, and it was delicious.
Oh
man!
Wait, tell me more.
It's good. It's basically just pasta with a bunch of pepperoni in it and like 3 different cheeses. So good.
It does sound good, actually.
It does, yeah.
Ed, you're a mess.
I try.
My mother-in-law one year found out they put the giblets in a packet inside the turkey after she cooked it. I've seen multiple people do that. Yeah,
giblets?
Melt the pla. Yeah,
yes,
so the neck and the gizzards are inside this plastic bag in the turkey's ass, and well, it's not in the turkey's ass; it's in the cavity. But yeah, anyways, it's in there, and people make they make gravy out of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make gravy. You can make turkey stock out of it, which is just turkey broth. You can, I don't know what else you'd really do with it, but yeah. So you can, or you can just do whatever most people do and just throw it away, and that's what most people do with it. But if you don't know it's in there, then you can cook the turkey. You're gonna have plastic bag melted inside your turkey.
Oof.
So.
Oh, and you know, quick too. You're like, oh.
We're going out to eat.
Yes,
hope everybody likes Chinese.
Yep, exactly. I was going to say that. We're going to Asian buffet.
Yep. Every time. Oh, so there is something I do want to talk to you guys about that's completely off subject of what we normally talk about.
No worries.
So, yeah. Your kids will like this. Brown sugar carrots, sliced carrots, boil them until soft, drain, season with butter, salt, and a pinch or two of brown sugar.
Interesting.
They are good.
Stuff my grandma makes. Yeah.
You can also drizzle them with a little bit of honey and put the brown sugar on top of them.
Or syrup.
Here's the thing, though. Just because the carrots are there, they are no longer healthy.
No.
It's like you might as well just bread them and then put powdered sugar all over them and deep fry them because it's no longer healthy. Hi, Pearl. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. I minced the giblets up after boiling them to death and put them in the dressing. Well, it might work out. Nice to see that. The video of the boy helping his mom with the turkey, he had no idea it was a turkey neck.
Yeah, he thought it was something else.
He thought it was something else. He thought it was a little lower down on the turkey. Cousin, save the neck for me, Clark. We get Chinese for Christmas every year. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people there. She's got it.
They don't want to clean.
Chinese for Christmas. Honey on carrots. Yep. The turkey neck. Yeah. So one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I know this is going to trigger a bunch of people to say no or yes on this one, is A Christmas Story. Like, I'm the reason TBS has 24 hours of A Christmas Story. Because I will literally watch the whole damn 24 hours, and about hour 4, Sarah will punch me. So, but... Wait, is that a Starbucks thing?
No, it's from our local coffee shop that I cut the sleeve.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They do a theme every year, and I was like, dude, I'm keeping this. It's hilarious.
That is pretty awesome.
I've never seen that movie, by the way.
Oh, Ed, get out of here. Okay.
It's kitschy. Like it, Ed left. It's. I liked it so much because I grew up with it. Like it was it speaks to 80s kids, it speaks to 90s kids because and it takes places in the 30s, but your life really wasn't that much different in the 80s except you did have video games, but your parents wouldn't let you play them all the time anyway, so they kicked you outside and you had to go figure out what to do. And you got bullied and you hurt yourself and you hurt your brother, or, whatever. But so yeah, it's a kitschy movie. It's just weird, but it's funny. So anyways, HBO made a sequel. It sucked. HBO recently made another sequel with the original cast, all grown up now. And it's about Ralphie coming back to the house, and now he has to play the role of parent. And I cannot wait to watch. It's out now, and I've been resisting.
Yeah.
But
I heard that the movie was really good.
I've also heard the movie is really good.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember bits and parts of the movie. I never actually seen the whole thing, but I just remember just bits and parts of the parts that they always play over and over in like little clips and whatnot. Yeah. That's all I remember of it. Yeah. But I keep seeing reviews and comments about that movie coming out because I didn't know when it was coming out, but I just keep seeing that it was really good and people are really gonna like it.
Yeah, it's out now, but I can't. I'm not weird. I mean, weird, but I cannot watch Christmas movies outside of Christmas time. Like if it's right now, it's still outside of Christmas time. Once my tree goes up, I'll watch Christmas movies. But right now, yeah. So you can. I'm not.
We got these two.
Precious.
Actually, I gotta talk to you about. I gotta tell you another story, but. Yeah, so that I can't wait to see that movie. Like it's got to be great. Hey, Lady Luck. I love Chinese food, but the family that was here for decades for their food retired. So you have a color TV as big as your house and you watch black and white movies? No, it's not black and white. It's color. You put your eye out, kid. That's right. Oh, fudge. Oh, sorry, I have the wrong. Yes, you do. You're thinking of
Home Alone?
No, the black and white movie that everybody watches with Bing Crosby.
Oh, I was thinking
every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
At 34 Elm Street.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life, yeah.
Yes, she hates The Christmas Story. That's right. Ping liked The Christmas Story, but my significant other did not. Mountain says I watch the same 5 or so every freaking year. Sal and his standard.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Sal. Who I want to watch. And your aunt gives you terrible gifts like a homemade crocheted poncho with glitter unicorn patches. Yes. Show the creepy Santa. Oh yeah, I'll go get it in a second. Sarah got a creepy Santa today. Adam is a complicated man. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Prenup.
Hi, Jill. Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
I make crocheted ponchos, nothing like grandma's. There you go. When do you guys put up your Christmas tree? I'm going to go get the creepy Santa. You guys can answer the question.
Well, mine is already up, as you can see. I wanted to wait until at least Thanksgiving because we already have all our Christmas lights in the garage, which I have to actually put up probably Thursday when it's my day off, so I have to do that. But I want to put it later on, but my girlfriend, she wanted to put it up quick. And then my daughter, she just seen it. So we have it up. And right now we have Christmas blankets. As you can see, the little plushes there too are Christmas. We got that little Snoopy at the flea market, which is actually pretty cool. And it's just all Christmas now. So basically, as soon as November hits, it's already up.
Yeah. Ours goes up after Thanksgiving.
And then how long does it stay up though?
Till after the 1st.
February 1st?
Or like the one that just stayed in forever. I don't understand.
Yeah.
but this year I talked Jen into actually putting up both our grandma's antique or our great grandma's antique glass ones. So
like big glass ones or like the little ceramic ones?
Yeah, those
holes.
Yeah, it's about about 2 foot. They're pretty good size.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Just
We
so
have
my son doesn't throw a fit over the tree this year, because I think got on my nerves last year. Man.
Yeah, there's the ceramic ones with the holes in them. Those are
Yeah.
really cool. And Sarah has a huge one from her grandma. It's like this big.
Yeah.
And those are so cool, especially if you put an LED bulb in those. It's so
Mhm.
much better looking because the bulb's so bright.
Right.
We actually found one of those ceramic trees over there at the flea market, but the lady wanted $50 for it.
I would have paid
And
it.
I remember that some of those they sell for like 100, 150, but it's only the big ones. I recently saw the small ones; they're not selling for much anymore.
Because they remade them
Yeah.
last year.
The
They started to
original
remake
ones,
them again.
man,
The original ones, yeah, they're worth.
Yeah, then this one wasn't an original, fortunately.
Yeah, we have an all white one, and then we have one that has nothing but cardinals on it. It's pretty cool. And I was like, did they take the bulbs? I was like, no, that's how that's the way they made it. You know, it was cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And ours goes up the day after Thanksgiving. We actually go Black Friday morning. Me, Sarah, and our mother and her sister go, and we get a real tree, and goes up Friday. We decorate it Friday night. Typically, we're hungover on Saturday mornings, and then
same.
Well, to everyone, when do you guys get your new Christmas decorations? Like the new ones they want to get, and how much of your old decorations do you still have from the previous year?
Oh God, I have decorations from when I was a kid still.
Yeah, I do too.
That and Ben Roethlisberger never ever will go anywhere, and neither will Jerome Bettis.
I was saying, you got the bus. You got the bus.
Yeah.
Now you got to get a Kenny. Just saying.
We don't have a Kenny. We have some Daryl Dixon. We have a Negan. We have many Clark Griswolds. and we have the car with the tree strapped to the top of it with the roof.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of those. And yeah, and then I got this at an antique store because I used to have this when I was a kid. So I got it was $5.
Oh,
I used to have this exact ornament, and I don't know where it went, but I bought it again from 1993. So I'm sure it's worth money, but I don't care. it's going on my Christmas tree. But yeah, most of the ornaments I have, and my mother still has a bunch of the ones that I made when I was a kid and stuff like that. So we hang on to them. So, and then we have a bunch of like just married, bought your first house, those kind of things. So
how early do you get your new deck? What are the new things you need or want?
We don't get. See, I was gonna talk about that. So I was doing this right before we went on. I'm looking at because we have lights that we put up, and I would rather have something like what you have going on behind you, where they blink.
Yeah.
So they sell this thing that just goes over the top of the tree and then goes whoosh, straight down the tree, and I was like,
a net, right?
Yes. Huh?
A net?
It's like it's a circle, and then there's strands of lights coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down them.
And you just set it on the top, and it goes. And I'm like, I need that. And then they're Wi-Fi programmable, so you can do whatever you want with them.
Oh,
and I'm like, so I was actually looking. I was trying to find one that they have ones where it will fade in and out, and it also sparkles. So like random ones will blink, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm gonna buy those. I think probably when I'm done here. You gotta put a tree out.
Yeah.
If you don't like it. I love it when Dad tries to plug in the lamp and it sparks and it's just a normal occurrence. Oh yeah, I gotta show.
All right.
You guys
Sorry, Sarah.
No, it's worth it. All right, I'm gonna do a reveal.
Oh my goodness, that thing is creepy.
That is staring right into your soul.
Dude, that thing scares me more than the clown. I'm telling you, that's
Well, she was like, he's a creepy Santa, and I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, you're probably gonna want to keep him. I'm like, I don't know if he's creepy. I don't think I want to keep him. And then I come home and he's sitting on the chair next to the couch, and I'm like, I kind of like him. So he might be staying with us. Sarah's gonna look up how valuable he is. If he's valuable, then we won't keep him. But if he's not valuable, he's gonna probably stay with us. Rosie does all the regular decor November 1st, but we get the tree this week at some point. There you go.
okay.
December 1st, tree goes up. There you go. We have a hanging tree, like a banner that hangs from the curtain rod, roll it out, unplug the cord, and then we can roll it back up. Oh, Mark, you're so simple. Hey, Jennifer. Who
Hey,
forgot
Jennifer.
the like button?
Jennifer.
Yeah. Someone forgot to hit the like button. Hit that like button. My roommate is wanting me to bring out our tree too. We normally bring it out after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are getting decorating early this year. I feel like everybody's just. I don't know. It's been a tough year, so everybody's just wants a little bit of something, I guess.
A lot of people here near me, they didn't even remember Thanksgiving. They just started putting all the Christmas stuff up.
So,
everything's up. Even all the Christmas events have started. They went up like early November, and because people are, they're trying to take advantage too. Because technically, this is the first full year of everything. Just like nobody cares anymore, so they're going all out with all the events right now.
Yeah.
And they're charging a pretty penny for them.
Yeah, so it's funny you say that because so I have lived here most of my life, I'd say, and I went to the airport because sometimes I'll return lost baggage for roadie because sometimes they're pretty good, and I've never in my lifetime seen Pittsburgh International close short-term parking because it was full, and then long-term parking was about 92% full. Which never happened. That was at the end of last week, so Friday. And so a lot of people are traveling this year. Yeah. And I think, like you said, people were just tired of all the crap with COVID and everything, and they just want to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I think, yeah, you're right. Yes, after New Year's, that's when we take ours down. Yep.
We actually get ticketed if we keep our Christmas lights up after December 31st.
Got burned stuff in your driveway, run over a pressure cooker, but don't leave your Christmas decorations.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have my granny's old ceramic tree. I love it. Sarah wants one. I want the MCM aluminum trees, the vintage ones. They are cool. There's 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. There's 2 or 3 of them in a antique store down there at our house. I didn't even look at the price on them, but they're cool looking. I'd love a white tree this year. Yeah. Pearl, are you talking about the ones that are, what do they call it? Flocked. They spray that sugar looking stuff all over it. That just seems like such a disaster.
Or the all white. I mean, instead of the green fake one, they have all white ones, the pre-lids.
Yeah. My house
we have a fake tree, and right now we're gonna probably end up getting more just pure white LEDs. Yeah, because that's what she wants. She wants it like that.
There you go. Pearl says my house is so stuffed I have room for a tree, but I always wanted a ceramic Christmas tree. Yeah, they're cool. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Coming in. Hey, Paul.
Mountain States, I have 10 bins full of decor, but I use the same 2 the last 3 years. I don't know. I don't buy any new. It was such a habit. The white one is beautiful. That's what we have. Bought it 2 years ago. That's awesome. I do like it, but there's nothing like having a real tree in your house. Like your house smells great, and I just like the real trees. So we've done that every year. We have a fake tree downstairs, and but the fake ones, some of them are really appealing now because like some of them are all lit up already, and then some of them rotate. Like there's all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So.
Well, that and the reason we got this one is because every single year the price of a regular tree, I think it was a 16 feet, or I forgot what size we would always get. First it was 60, then 70, then 80, then 90, and now I'm pretty sure it's close to over 100. I'm like, you know what? Let's just pay the $70 for this fake one and just stay that way.
Yeah, it's sad. But...
And what we're gonna end up doing is just getting those pines that you always see at the supermarkets. That has that good smell to it, and we're just gonna put it there.
The pine
that's all we're
Yeah. Do you have a fake tree, Jimmy? Or is yours real?
The one last year was fake, but yeah, we used to have real ones, but they always dry out so fast. But no, this year we're using those ceramic ones. That's the ones we're using.
Oh, that's cool. Mark says our trailer park has all year round lights. Put up once, leave it all year. That's right.
That's our neighbor. Dude, his is always on. I'm like, come on, man.
I had a creepy Santa when I was a kid. Worse than any clown. You must live in my trailer park. He sees you when you're pooping. Stick him in the guest bathroom until he sells. Wait, no, that's good. Oh, Lady Luck, you brought up a very sore subject with Sarah. So I
Well,
have this plastic snowman that detects motion. And it's a snowman. He's holding a plunger. And he sings bathroom Christmas carols when you turn the light on. Sarah hates him. Hates that snowman. And he's in there now. Like, he's sitting in there because I saw him downstairs when I was downstairs, and I'm like, but he's not on. He will go on, but yeah, that's my bathroom Christmas.
sounds awesome though.
Oh my god! I'll one of these days I'll send you a video of him. He's hysterical. Yeah, no, it's the funny. And when people don't know he's there, and they come over like the house, and they turn the light on, and you hear, "What you doing?" Oh, it's so funny. And then they're like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is a very forgettable holiday. It's okay to skip and go right to Christmas. That's true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Halloween to the next day Christmas.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
It's Wally
busy for-
playing Christmas right now. Yes, like-
For us, was it Coast 103.5? They already started with the 24-hour Christmas songs.
Oh yeah, we
And-
November 1st.
And then after Halloween, that's when I asked her, what day do you want to put the Christmas tree? I had to get it out of the garage that next day.
Yeah, Sirius has 2 stations playing all day. They have the old Christmas music, and then they have like just
Yeah.
The
Christmas
newer
music.
ones.
Yeah. So there are 3 houses on my street that light up all year. Oops. I don't. Drives me crazy. I like Thanksgiving. Seeing Christmas decor in October is ludicrous. What's up, Kristen? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
All the commercials and ads are so family, fuzzy, warm and fuzzy. They're all playing it up hard. I had to watch commercials on a cruise ship. Oh, jeez. No, not flocked. Oh, okay. You just want the pure white one then.
All right.
Like legit Christmas lights. Let's see. I thought all the trees burned down in California.
Wow.
I mean,
This hasn't been a bad fire year for you guys, though. You guys got a lot of rain, though.
yeah, we did it. We got a heavy downpour, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No. I read most of your trees come from Washington State.
Yeah.
I read real trees are astronomical this year. I'm sure they are. Everything's astronomical. I'm curious. I mean, we may go buy a fake tree if the real trees are too crazy. My brother-in-law has a tree yard. It was insane seeing $95 price tags on tree last year. I'm sure somewhere over 100 this year.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's true. We might have to go buy a fake one. They've been astronomical for a couple of years.
Yeah, and they're basically, everybody's just getting fake ones now because it just doesn't make sense. Keep paying more and more and more every single year.
Yeah, I like it. Good night, Mark. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Mark.
At this point, it's all relative to me. The trees go up $10 to $15 almost every year. That's true.
Yeah.
The firehouse my son is a part of had to get their trees from Canada this year because of all the fires over the past 4 years. That's sad.
Yeah.
Too much and then you throw it away. That's true.
Yeah.
You just burn it.
Yeah. It's I know we can't burn it. Unfortunately.
You
We're not
can't.
allowed to burn something that big. I mean, if I brought out the chainsaw and cut it up into tiny little pieces, I could burn it. But I can't have a bonfire, not without a permit in my county. But if I drove 10 miles up the road, I could set it on fire and throw it in my backyard and watch it burn.
Yeah, that's the
Nobody
way
would
we
care.
are. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but the
There
Boy
you go.
Scouts come and so the Boy Scouts come and pick them up, and then they shave them down, and they donate all the shavings to the bunny farms in the area for bedding.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So that's
Is-
we just set it out front, and they come rolling by with the truck, and then so that's not a big deal. But
They get,
yeah,
like,
I mean, I don't know. Most of the time, Sarah's mom buys it for us just because that's been like her tradition. But I mean, if it's really ridiculously expensive, I don't think we'll be buying one.
It's getting there.
See, but the problem is like if I had to get a fake tree, I'd have to get one that like has all the stuff on it. So I'd spend $300 on a tree and be like, check it out. I can watch television on my tree.
right.
So,
It's,
you guys,
it's how
you
I
guys-
want the smart refrigerator with that little screen on it. And Belinda always tells me, "Why do you want it?" It's like, because it has a screen on it.
well, why? It's what are you gonna do with it?
It has
See-
YouTube on it.
Right.
And just standing in the kitchen drinking his coffee in the morning. You get the one that you knock and it lights up, so you can see what's in it.
And then
Yeah.
you wait to see if you're in the grocery store. You can see it from your phone what's inside.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's my
That's
mom's. I'm like, why'd you get that? Yeah, it's, like, it's called open the door. Done.
Yeah, it wastes electricity.
Yeah,
That's 0.3 of 1 cent right there.
That is true.
By opening the door.
that is true.
Do you guys do the exterior Christmas light stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to put mines up probably this Thursday, actually. And then I got to do the rest. I got to do the rest that same day, and I am not looking forward towards that.
How big do you guys? How big do you go?
Just around the whole side, my whole house, and that's it.
So you're no Clark Griswold, huh?
Yeah.
Nope. Not like that.
What about you, Jimmy? You do exterior stuff?
We can't do the inflatables because our winds are so strong that they'll be over
Oh,
at
yeah.
my neighbors, and I don't want to hear him. That happened one year. He was so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, if we put any inflatables here, they're gonna get stolen the next day.
Yeah, ours don't. They just you can't keep them down. If not, they just flop over. It's so
Yeah.
annoying. But no, we've got that little strobe thing where it lights up on the house. So
Yeah. I've
Kinda
always
cheesy.
I've always wanted to do like something nuts with my house. And every year I get less and less stuff outside because I'm just like 'cause, there was one year where we put up a lot of stuff because we have a bunch of inflatables and we have a big Frosty the Snowman that we put up and stuff like that. And then we have we wrap our banister and lights and stuff like that, and then we put lights around the front of the house. Last year, instead of doing lights on the front of the house, we had this like Christmas tree thing that's like stuck to the top and went down. But yeah, it's just there's some years where, and this year might be one of those years where like very minimal goes up because last year it was like 72 degrees after Thanksgiving, so we were like, "Oh, let's put up everything we got." And this year it's 37. That's the warmest day of this week, so we might not.
Oh, you guys aren't going to hit the 50s this week?
This week, are we?
Yeah, we're going to hit 56 Friday.
No,
That's a heat wave.
maybe.
Ed, that's a heat wave, bud.
We're hitting 80 on Friday.
Oh, Ed.
So horrible.
Too bad you can't see what's going on right now underneath the screen right now.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Ed. Make sure you wear your coat at 80 degrees too.
It's so cold right now. It's 61.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Oh, sure it is.
Come on. It's 32 degrees right now, Ed. Go on.
Oh man. Yeah, we are, but it's going to be raining on. So our weather is 50 degrees on Friday, with rain in the morning, afternoon. So, but Saturday,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, we're going to be in the 50s.
What would Joe DiNardo say? Go ahead and
Joe
just.
DiNardo. I can't believe you know who Joe DiNardo.
Dude, everybody around here should know Joe DiNardo.
That's crazy. Look at it. You're getting some shit now. 51 here. 80, stop bragging, Ed. 26 right now. Boo hoo, Ed. We get a 60% chance of rain all weekend. Yeah.
You get this
really,
you
Ed?
get this picture with people in puffer jackets and it's so hot. I'm like, well, what are they wearing jackets for, man?
Well,
Oh no, man.
So the picture I sent you guys when I was at the flea market, it was sunny, but it was that cold that we had that strong cold wind. So for California, that's cold.
And that was the day it was like 15 degrees here, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
But you are right. I mean,
He
I
is.
understand because like I lived in it, and after the first year I was your standard East Coaster, where like everyone's like, oh, it's cold and it's 56 degrees outside, and I'm standing there in shorts, sandals, and a t-shirt, like
Well,
cold.
so
And then
dude, well, that and when we were in Vegas, man, when it was 70 degrees, I walked McDonald's, dude. I froze. I was like, this is nuts.
Yeah. But after about the second year or so, you really do adjust down to it. And then there's me, it's 56 degrees. And I'm like, it's kind of cold. Oh, there's a frost warning tonight. Oh, I better take my plants in. Like, you just all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, the people with the parkas and the puffer jackets and the shorts and sandals on always got me. And I was that guy.
I think they overdo it here when it's like that cold. When I see all those fluffy jackets, it's like, okay, it's not that cold.
Yeah,
especially that. I mean, that area is near the ocean, so I mean, kind of makes sense a bit. But
yeah, there is the breeze that comes once the breeze starts shifting and coming off the ocean. It does get cold, but that's because of the mist in it. It's mostly water vapor. So you do San Francisco's that way. So like friends of mine would come from the East Coast, and they'd be like, and I'd lived in inland, like closer towards. I can't give you an example of where it would be. I guess you could. Nah, never mind. But yeah, so it would be 95 to 100 degrees where I live, and San Francisco doesn't get above 70. And then once the sun goes down in San Francisco, all that fog rolls in, and you legitimately get cold. But the reason you get cold is because there's all this mist in the air. So you've got this light mist on you, and the wind's blowing. So it does get cold. And I told everybody, I'm like, you're gonna want to bring a hoodie.
Yeah,
like you just are. No, I'll be fine. You won't be. And all of them ended up with the I Love San Francisco hoodie for $15 from the souvenir store. So,
absolutely,
that's true.
Yeah, it's true. My parents moved from Connecticut to Florida. After 5 years, my mom now complains it's cold when it's 50s and 60s. Yeah,
it is, Paul. It's cold at that.
Yeah. 33 where I'm at now in Illinois, warmer than Colorado. There you go.
That is true.
Yeah. Did you guys see? Did you see how much snow upstate New York got?
Yes, I did. Dang,
they got dumped, dude.
And they're still getting it. Like there's still some lake effect coming through. 84 inches I think they topped out at or something like that.
Wow,
it's a bit much.
And I may have been jealous of that because they didn't have to go to work.
I bet you they still had to go.
Jimmy's boss would have been like, "You coming in or what?"
I'll be like, "Yeah," when I turn my laptop on in my living room. We got inventory. Sorry.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Yeah. They were talking about it that whole game with Buffalo and that was on before the Steeler game, and they were saying that like they got more snow than like 75% of the players on the Bills team were shorter than the amount of snow that fell. But that's crazy. That's when I used to live in San Francisco, we used to go to Reno all the time, and you have to go up over the Sierras and the Donner Pass and the Donner Summit, and they get tons of snow up there. Like the forecast is typically in feet rather than inches,
right?
And they have do you have a snow blower? I know, Ed, you don't have a snow
blower. Yeah, do you have one? No, he'd run over it. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got those big turbines on the front of it, right? And there's this chute that blows so it sucks the snow through. All you push the snow into it, and it blows it over the side. In Tahoe, they have one that you drive. They have this massive thing with these huge blades on it. It just blows it over the side of the hill. And so when it's done doing that, like they got 6 feet of snow the one time I was going to Reno, and I'm driving, and it's just no. Don't play with the pig right now. No.
Guys, that wasn't a pig.
It was a pig. I promise you it was a pig. There's a time. He's playing with a pig. He's gonna get the pig.
I'm joking.
I wish I could show you him with his pig. Maggie, come here. Get your pig. Get your pig.
Precious.
Your pig.
See, told you it was not the pig.
It was a pig. Anyways, so yeah, you're driving and it's just walls of snow on either side of you, and you're like, "This is not cool." Like I feel like this would be a problem.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was It was really interesting seeing all that snow. And then they have these things like where these guys that come around to your houses, because these are millions, if not, hundreds of $1 million homes up in Tahoe. And so they have these guys that come to your house with like these, it's like a dolly with blades on the side of it and underneath it. And they just, and dump all the snow off your roof for you. Because you can't have, so much snow, it'll cave your roof in.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's crazy the amount of snow they get up there. And I didn't, me being from Pennsylvania, and they're like, oh yeah, it snows a lot up in the mountains. And I'm like, sure it does. It does.
Open the door one day, like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, no, we went to Reno for my 30th birthday, and a friend of mine from here flew out, and we drove up over the mountain and then down the other side, and it was fine. Like there was no snow. This was the beginning of November, and on the way back, the snowstorm happened, and they don't mess around. Like if it's snowing too much, they're like, you have to put chains on your car. Like if you don't have chains on your car, well, turn around and go back to Reno. And they're like, okay.
Wow.
And then on top of that, if it gets really bad, they're like, yeah, Interstate 80, it's closed. Come back later. And they don't mess around because they don't want people. But Ed, you might get this, but Jimmy will definitely get it. There was a guy driving next. So we got delayed. We couldn't go up the mountain. They shut down I-80, but it was chain requirements. And we had a rental car. So we had to buy chains for a rental car. Oh, and we're driving this shitbox Nissan up the mountain. And by the time we got up there, they had lifted the chain requirements, but people were still putting chains on. There was a guy next to me in a BMW 3 Series with chains on the front wheels. And I was like,
I get it.
No way,
man.
Rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell us.
I understood it.
On the way down, I'm just watching him. I'm like, you're not doing it. I mean, he's improving his stopping. That's about it.
Come on, man.
Oh, it was so funny.
I know. Going up to a Big Bear during this time, you have to have some before getting to a certain point, which is a gas station. And at that gas station, they sell chains. You already know what I'm talking about, right?
Expensive.
They are expensive. For a little, I think it was for a size 16 or 17 tires. I forgot what it was, but it was small tires. Just for that, for a chain set, it was like $250.
Yep.
And they get you because they're like,
what are you gonna
do? you can't go further, and you got to go all the way back down. Yep. That's another 30 minutes to go back down.
That's true.
Tahoe, they took it one step further, so that they have the stores that will sell them. They have guys with their like trucks parked along the side of the thing that will sell them and install them for you.
Perfect.
Or they'll just install them for you. They charge $75 to put chains on 2 tires, which if you've ever put chains on tires, it's very simple. You put them down in front of the tires, you drive onto them and then clip them. That's it. It's not hard.
Yeah, but right here, they'll pay it because like, how do I do it? Just put it on for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy. Gotta love the Grapevine as well. Yeah, not a lot of snow on the Grapevine.
Today,
there's snow. I'm more scared of the black ice and the Grapevine, and I usually don't travel there during winter because I don't want to, anyways. And I don't think it's required to go up there unless it's like a really bad snowstorm or something.
Yeah, they don't normally get it. We're not. It's illegal to have. Is it illegal to have chains in Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have them. Yeah, can't have them.
Why?
Because I don't know why. I mean, they do tear up the road, and they can tear up your car if you're driving. Most of the time, you don't need them, and snow doesn't normally fall that fast here, like it does in Tahoe or up on the mountains in California or even in Buffalo, New York, as recently. But if it does, we have the plows and everything that normally will clear the roads. But if you're driving on chains on pavement, you're going to tear the hell out of your car and the pavement. So that's probably why they do it, but I'm not 100% certain on why they don't allow it. But I know they are illegal, and you can't have them on your car unless it's like an emergency, where we've got 38 feet of snow out there and people have got to get moving. But unless you're a plow driver, a plow truck driver, they're allowed to have them, but
yes,
we're not. So all of this mountain snow stuff sounds familiar, I bet.
Yeah,
when I was a kid, my mom and I went trucking with my dad. Salt Lake City, huge snowstorm. Got snowed in at a truck stop for 3 days. The snow was over the roof of the semi. They plowed and you couldn't see. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Couldn't see nothing on either side of the road. They just used dump trucks and huge machines to remove the snow. I never thought we'd get back to West Virginia. Yeah, it's nuts, huh? I love the top of the Grapevine in Fraser Park. I don't remember Fraser Park. Is that the amusement park? I thought that was Knott's Berry Farms up there.
No, Knott's Berry Farm is in Anaheim. I mean, I'm sorry, Anaheim.
Is it Fraser Park that's the big amusement park that's up there? There is an amusement park up there, isn't there? Or am I just crazy?
Yeah, it's well.
I mean, not that I remember, at least not in the Grapevine. Unless you're talking about Six Flags.
Is that, well, it's not on the Grapevine, but it's just past it. It's before you go down the other side into the valley.
I don't know. I haven't been there. I don't go there often enough to know.
Yeah. Snow's fun. I don't like it.
Especially here. It's flat and it just drifts. So nothing catches
you guys
it.
do get those snow drifts.
Yeah.
You guys get the wind. When we were there in February, I remember that one day it was like -2 or something outside.
Yeah.
So, Magic Mountain, that's it.
Yeah, so Six Flags.
Yeah, there you go.
I love Six Flags.
There you go. Well, we're over our time. What do you guys got coming up on your channels?
So I don't particularly have anything planned, at least not that I can remember at the moment. I'm still waiting on making that that video about not that one. Making the video about the eBay authentication return process, and it is horrendous. I'm still waiting to get the shoes back after 12 days.
Wow.
I still have not gotten them back.
From Nevada.
So I know what the process is right now, and that's why I'm still waiting, because I know what it is. Of course, that's going to be part of the video. So yeah, subscribe. Is going to be coming soon. And yeah, other than that, I don't have anything planned. I just plan on actually tackling the reselling side more than the YouTube. So if I come out with a video, it might be something that's important. If not, then, well, I'll see you guys here next Monday.
There you go. There's Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Jennifer.
channel right there. And congrats on 700 again.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. And thank you, Adam, for get 700.
What about you, Jimmy? What do you got coming up?
Oh, let's see. With holidays coming, probably nothing. And then basketball starts for the kids on Saturday, so which is weird. I don't know why we're doing it. Normally it's Wednesdays.
At least it's an indoor sport.
That is true. So probably a couple more shorts, and then hopefully we'll start what I want to start for next year. I'm not trying to give it out.
Nah, I don't give it away.
So yeah,
It's a good idea, though. I will say that.
I hope it is.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, we've got not much this week. Thursday there will be no live on Thanksgiving, so we're gonna do some stuff with the family and not do a live. So no live on Thursday. Saturday will be the What Sold video, and then me and Sarah will be back Sunday night to chat with you about our holidays and tell you how much turkey we ate and all kinds of good stuff. So that's what's coming up. Yeah, that's about it for us. If you, what was I going to say? I don't even remember. Oh yeah. We're probably none of us will see you before Thanksgiving. So for those of you still watching, happy Thanksgiving from us. Hope you have a great holiday. Hope you get plenty of turkey and that can looking slice of cranberry sauce.
and everyone, please be safe out there, guys.
Yeah, for sure. So
be safe.
Have a happy, healthy Thanksgiving, and we will see you guys. And we may see you guys next Monday. I don't know. There's a Steeler game next Monday. So,
oh, that's true. Yeah.
You know what, though? I might not care. So we'll talk about it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you guys next Monday.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, my mouse froze. There we go. Bye.
Good day, sir!
Sarah needed clear tape. Yeah, I probably won't care enough. I'll probably just have the score up and we can go live because I don't think we should skip another Monday. So,
It's up to you, but yeah, I'm still good.
we're still on.
Oh.